I'm currently the number 2 Chucky player in the entire world, and today I wanted to share with you all how I got to this point and what you can do to become a top Chucky player as well. Today I'm going to be telling you the secret to becoming a top Chucky player in DBD, and I'll also be showing you how I play Chucky in a match towards the end of the video. Now, I'm sure some of you are wondering what the metric is that this is quantified by. It's actually measured by the number of hits a player has within 3 seconds of performing a scamper, as that is the statistic that DBD tracks for the Jokes on You achievement for Chucky. At the time of making this video, I currently have 4,824 of these scamper hits, putting me in the number 2 spot among all players. I've left a link to the leaderboard down below in case you want to take a look or check out some of your own stats, as the site offers a ton of statistics for everything DBD. But enough about that. I'm sure some of you are wondering how I got to this point and how you can also become one of the top Chucky players in Dead by Daylight. In just a few moments, I'm going to be sharing my favorite Chucky build that got me to where I am today. But before we get too far into things, I wanted to let you all know that I live stream Dead by Daylight constantly over on Twitch, and there's also a link for that in the description if you'd like to come check out some of our gnarly Chucky gameplay. Additionally, if you enjoy what you see today, consider dropping a like or subscribing, as it helps me to continue making content here on YouTube. But let's jump into things. So first things first, becoming one of the top Chucky players takes a ridiculous amount of time. If you want to climb up the leaderboard, you should know that it's going to take some serious strategy alongside an insane amount of hours in order to get to the top and to keep your place. Even in just the last 2 weeks, I've played 4 days worth of Dead by Daylight, which leads to say is more than I'm used to. Anyways, once you know what you're in for, it's important to know how to rack up those scamper hits. The score event that you're going to want to be looking for is called Scampering Slice. And as previously mentioned, you'll get this if you hit a survivor within 3 seconds of performing a scamper. The score event still triggers if you use Chucky's Slice and Dice ability, so don't feel like you're stuck using basic attacks. The best way I found to get a lot of these score events is to just push or zone survivors towards windows and pallets, and let them either vault or drop the pallet when you have your hidey-ho mode available. From here, simply scamper to follow the route and get ready to slice and dice in order to achieve your final hit. Some survivors will also try and double back at you, so be aware of them as well. You'll have to get pretty decent at curving in order to get a lot of scamper hits in all of your matches, and we'll be bringing you a guide on how to curve with Chucky here on the channel very soon. The basic idea is that Chucky can turn about 45 degrees after starting his slice and dice, and another 45 after he performs the attack. Curving is less about how hard you can flick due to his locked range of motion, and more about your placement and the direction that you start the slice and dice in. Nonetheless, practice makes perfect, and with a little bit of time, you'll be curving consistently. Some tiles are more difficult to navigate curves with than others, and don't be frustrated if you miss a lot of your curves starting out. It really does take a little while to get consistent with these. Now that we've covered how to pull off scampering slices, let's take a look at some of the perks and add-ons we can use in order to help us out in our matches. For perks, I'm typically running the following: Barbecue and Chili, Nowhere to Hide, Deadlock, and Lethal Pursuer. I tend to run a lot of information-based perks on Chucky due to the nature of his power, and I found that these info perks are fantastic for tracking down survivors, and they help me to quickly obtain more scampering slices throughout my match. Deadlock also buys you some extra time within your match, which is always helpful. As with any DBD build, you can always switch out any of these perks for something that is more suited to your playstyle. For add-ons, we've got the Yardstick, which reveals the auras of survivors within 12 meters for 5 seconds after performing a scamper, and the Power Drill, which reduces hidey-ho mode cooldown by 15% after hitting survivors with the Slice and Dice attack. I chose these add-ons very specifically to help with getting these scampering slices. The Yardstick provides some great information, and you can more easily set up the curve you need on a given tile due to the fact that you have a survivor's exact location. It can also be extremely helpful if a survivor decides to do something more unconventional when looping, and it can aid in a readjustment of your slice and dice. The reason I decided to bring the Power Drill is because if you're strictly trying to rack up the number of scampering slices you have, you're going to want the hidey-ho mode off cooldown as quickly as possible. I found it's been effective in getting my power back up quickly after pulling off a curve. Now, I did want to mention that there is another method to getting a lot of scampering slices quickly, and this is by slugging. Personally, it's not my cup of tea or how I enjoy playing the game, but some of the top Chucky players are using slug builds in order to draw out their matches and constantly stay in chase, meaning they'll be getting more scampering slices. If I were to offer up a slugging build, I would go with something such as a Nurse's Calling, Nowhere to Hide, Infectious Fright, and Deerstalker. I personally would run the same add-ons as mentioned before, but I've seen some of the other top Chucky players running the straight razor, which inflicts hemorrhage and mangled on survivors that you've hit with a slice and dice attack. I just wanted to bring this up because using a slugging style of play can be a bit more effective for leaderboard grinding in some situations. But with all that out of the way, let's jump into a match so you can see how a typical top Chucky game goes. All right, looks like we are spawning on into the Blood Lodge. Let's go ahead, jump in, and see what we can make happen.
We'll see.
All right, so it looks like we have our group of survivors kind of all bunched up over there. I'm going to start out by knocking open this door, and then hopefully we can kind of catch somebody off guard on the generator over there and just get an early start here as well. Looks like we have someone doing a chest up there too, which is fun. But let's start here, see what we can make happen. Yes, we have them pretty well grouped up. See if she throws that. Beautiful. Let's start out maybe with a curve if we can. Beautiful. See where she takes that. And I think, honestly, let's try and finish this chase out. It looks like she might have lied as well, if I'm not mistaken. Good fireworks there. Beautiful. Let's come around this side of the tile. We'll see if there's something we can do here with this. Beautiful. Just one more lap here. Oh, let's just have one. Nice. Beautiful. All right, let's get her up on the first hook here. I'm going to take her just to the hook right behind me. And then maybe we can chase the person who just attempted a flashlight save there. They're still hanging around. Beautiful. He should be headed towards the bus here. Let's see if we can get rolling with that. Now, he does have a connection here to the window, so we'll see if we can make this happen. It is going to be a little bit tight. Oh, good double back there. Take the M1. And we're going to take this just for the distance if I can get around. Beautiful. All right, I believe he's headed towards the main building. I'm a little worried about that gen off to the left there. Great save, by the way. And let's see if we can chase something here. I think he's just coming out through the front door there as well. Beautiful running. Oh, he's going up top. Possible balance landing that. I don't believe so. Well played. We do not have basement here either. I think it is in the shack. So let's go ahead. We'll get him up on a hook. And then we'll try and use some barbecue. Find out where the survivors are hanging out. Another flashy attempt. You love to see it. And we'll see if they're kind of hanging out on that gen still over to the right. I think that's when they just finished up. All right, deadlock down that way. So we know where our next generator to head towards is. I'm going to check this area out. Beautiful. Start with an M1. No vault. Oh, yeah, there it goes. No lie. Beautiful. Let's see where it takes that. We'll just M1 again. And that's one of the nice things about being Chucky, too. Sometimes you're so small that they just lose track of you. So every once in a while, you get a lucky hit or two with that. All right, up we go. Some snowball action as well. All right, we have Elodie right here. Let's jump on over this way. It looks like we have two survivors on that gen there. Both injured, I believe. So if we can sneak into shack after even a hit here or something, might be the way to do it. We'll do a small curve. Elodie, I'm going to leave this. If she goes for the save, that's totally fine. Good drop on the pallet. Let's head on in here. Ideally, I would have had my stealth up, but we'll work with this. Beautiful. Take one there. Let's chain it. We have a lot of pressure going right now. So let's not lose any of that if we can help it. So she's going that way. Maybe she'll just vault. Beautiful. Yeah, a lot of survivors just default to vaulting on that tile sometimes because they expect the killer to be doing a bit more of a mind game. So we'll do this. I'll probably go grab Renato and grab a hook there too. And we'll see. Maybe we can just head off to the left after that and chase down a survivor there. We do have a dropped pallet over in that area as well, so it would be pretty good for our power. We can maybe use our power for a little bit of distance on the way over to Ace as well. Let's just kind of see what happens though. All right, beautiful. Looks like he's sticking around that gen. Yeah, Elodie is going to come save, and it should be a pretty easy 2 sets of saves there. But let's see if we can take a chase here. I don't believe balanced landing. I think he would have gone up the hill. He did have it. Unless he's like saving it or something. All right, let's get this going. Beautiful. Looks like he is... Ooh, nice. That almost kind of worked. I wasn't really expecting that. First, I thought he was just going to leave the tile, and then he kind of came back for a little bit of a double back. So that was actually a little scary. We'll do this. They should be saving pretty soon. They could be healing as well if they want. I think they're going to do one big group heal. So we're going to use our stealth instead of trying to use it, our slice and dice for distance here. And we're just going to try and sneak up on them. Once we get just a little bit closer... So we have a little bit of time here to use this. I'm going to come around this side. Nice. And then we're going to go like this. Well played. I'm happy we found the healthy survivor, to be honest. It's nice to keep everyone injured. Let's see where she takes us, though. I think she's going to go for the downed pallet. Yes. So we'll kind of push her in this way, slide under, and we'll just M1 it here. Beautiful. Let's get her up on this hook, and then we will go check on the other survivors. They could be healing. Oh, good attempt at a flashy. They've been getting close with those, honestly. It's been getting kind of scary. All right, we're gonna head up here. I'd like to throw my stealth on, but I don't want to lose any distance. Waiting for that to get back online. So we'll just keep chasing here. Now this is gonna be quite a tricky tile. Let's see if we can manage something here. I don't believe we'll be able to curve anything here. Let's try doing a little double back. We'll slide under, and then we can try and curve this. Beautiful. That worked out perfectly. I believe Elodie's on the hill. Yeah, she's she's waiting for a flashy save or something. Let's get up the hill here, though. See if we can push her somewhere. Beautiful. She's taking off. That's good. Let's get him up on the shoulder and down to hook. Very well played, though. I think hill hook is kind of our best bet, but yeah, let's just do the hill hook. And I believe, is he on death? Not been counting. I'll be healed. Yeah, looks like he is. All right, looks like that gen down there. Let's probably head that way. He might not be expecting us. He did just miss a skill check though, so we'll see what he ends up wanting to do here. He might even leave, I'm not sure. Oh, that's too, oh no, he's having a rough go, man. All right, let's see what happens. Nice. Beautiful play, by the way. Nicely done. I probably should have seen that coming. All right, let's see if he drops. Wonderful. Beautiful vault. I'll go back in. We'll try and do maybe a curve here. He probably can make the window because we weren't right behind him. Nice, he didn't go for it. Well played, dude. Elodie, as far as I'm aware, is right behind Shaq, so we want to face this way. Yeah, there she is. This is going to be great. We can probably finish this out here. As long as she doesn't get a trade off. Oh, I guess he's on death. Wow, we haven't hooked Elodie at all. All right, let's see where she takes us. And we'll just chase it through, man. There's definitely a possibility she grabs the hatch here as well, especially if she plays her cards right. She's sticking to the backside? Yeah, she is. Very well played. We closed a little bit of the gap. I should probably just get rid of the pallet, to be honest. Especially this late in the game. Because we did get a lot of our scampers and curves in. Cool, we'll see where she takes it, but we should be able to just M1. All right. Beautiful. Let's curve around town. Oh, nice. Beautiful pull in there. I honestly didn't set that up as best as I could. I went a little bit too wide on my setup. Let's see what she takes us out. We got one. Fantastic job. All right, dude. Well, so that's kind of the build in action and how I go about playing Chucky in a lot of my matches. Hopefully that's a nice little showcase for all of you wanting to learn Chucky and also climb up that leaderboard with him. So yeah, but that's kind of everything. Oh, we can give her the hatch, man. That would feel so mean. Good stuff. Well, hey, GG's. Well played to everyone. Thank you all so much for watching today. I really do appreciate it. I hope this video helped you out a ton. Of course, if you did enjoy what you saw here today, consider dropping a like or subscribing, but we will catch you next time around. Thank you all so very much. We'll see you in the next one.